Welcome to the simulation titled Lemonade Stand. Simulations are a great tool to learn marketing concepts and put them into action. The simulations force you to think whether to produce more or less, price high or low, to advertise heavy or light, and how your decisions affect your profits. In this simulation, you will run a lemonade stand for a week. Let's see how much profit you can make at the end of 7 rounds of the simulation. To access the lemonade stand simulation, open a browser window and type go.osu.edu/lemonade. Your simulation game will look like this. You have to make 3 decisions related to advertising or promotions, price that you charge for each glass of lemonade, and the number of glasses that you decide to make for that day. Let's see how to decide these 3 numbers. In this picture, you can see that it costs 3 cents per glass to produce a glass of lemonade. Therefore, your price for the first round should be higher than 3 cents per glass to make profits, at least in the first round. The cost will change every round, reflecting the higher or lower prices for lemons and sugar. So, you need to change the prices too. The assets reflect how much money you have in the bank at the start of each round. If you make more profits at the end of day 1, your assets will be higher at the start of day 2. If you have more assets, then you can buy more advertising signs. Your production quantity depends on the weather. The TV weather predicts sunny weather for day 1. With sunny weather, people are more likely to look for drinks to keep themselves cool. Therefore, you may be able to sell more glasses. Note that the weather changes every day, so your production decisions should also be altered. The weather is an external factor that your business cannot control. If it is sunny and hot, it presents you with an opportunity. If it is rainy and cold, it becomes a threat. Pay attention to the words such as external factors, opportunities, and threats. We will talk more about them in the later videos. That is it. We are set. Now you can decide the price, promotions, and product quantity to maximize your profits. Take the weather forecast into consideration. Once you entered your numbers, please click the button Go to complete day 1. Here are the sample results for day 1. The instructor chose to produce 20 glasses. Since the weather was sunny, all 20 glasses were sold. The price charged was 50 cents per glass, which is much higher than the cost of the 3 cents per glass. The instructor chose to buy 5 advertising signs at a cost of $1.25. Total expenses are calculated as product expense, that is, lemonade production expense plus advertising expense. Here, the total expenses are $1.85. The gross profit refers to the total revenue for day 1. It is 20 glasses multiplied by 50 cents per glass equaling $10. Net profit is calculated as total revenues minus total expenses. It is $8.15. We began the day with $3 in assets. Adding it to day 1's profit, we get the total assets at $11.15 for the beginning of day 2. In this example, you can see the number $11.15 as the assets at the start of day 2. Note that the cost per glass has changed now. It is 14 cents per glass due to higher costs of lemons. The weather forecast also has changed to cloudy conditions. Note that your production decisions should reflect these cloudy conditions. It would be advisable to produce less since customers may not be as thirsty as during day 1. Your objective is to increase your asset value at the end of 7 days. This is possible only if you are able to make substantial profits and reduce any losses. You will learn more from this experiment if you note down your production decisions each day. This is called record keeping. An Excel file is provided for you to keep track of your performance through the 7 days. At the end of each day, please note down your production decisions and profit outcomes. You may be required to submit this file for grading purposes. If you are not happy with your performance, you may restart the game by visiting the link go.osu.edu/lemonade. There are some key lessons you can learn about business and marketing from this simulation. The weather was an external factor that you could not control. It could be favorable and provide you with an opportunity, or it could be unfavorable, providing you with a challenge or threat. Lesson number 2. Analyze the past performance to make future decisions. How did you perform when it was sunny or cloudy in the past? That should inform you whether to increase or decrease the production, whether to charge low or high in the next round. Lesson number 3. You will recognize that there are different strategies to play this lemonade game. Strategy 1. Always charge low prices. And do not buy any advertisements to reduce costs. Strategy 2. Charge high prices. Buy more advertisements. Or strategy 3. Change your prices and advertisements according to conditions. You may want to try different strategies to see which method gives you the largest profit. Note that strategies refer to your positioning. It also determines how your customers will perceive you in the long run. The next simulation will help you recognize that better. Lesson number 4. You would have changed the price every round. This is called dynamic pricing strategy. We will talk more about the importance and relevance of pricing strategies in a different video. As you enter the numbers in the Excel file, please enter the lessons you have learned from this experiment as well. If you had experimented with different strategies, this is a place for you to record it for future reference. Your decisions to produce and price differently affect your profits. These are key components of a marketing mix where we talk about people, product, price, place, promotions, planet, profit, and positioning. Here are a few questions for you to think through after completing this simulation. In this simulation, you did not have any competitors. If there are competitors, you need to think about your market share. We have a couple of simulations where you need to compete with others for market share. Now, go and play the lemonade game.